I lost the love of my life. Alma Viator's tribute to Ben Jones on an ordinary Sunday afternoon. Ben Jones was doing something he'd done countless times before, settling into his favorite chair at home, waiting for his beloved Atlanta Braves to take the field. He never got to watch that game. Hours later, his wife of many years, Alma Viator, shared the news no one wants to write, in words that were simple, honest, and unmistakably full of love. This is the story of Ben Jones's passing, told through the tribute his wife chose to share with the world. Ben Jones, best known to millions as Cooter Davenport on the Dukes of Hazzard, and later as a two-term U.S. Congressman for Georgia, died on Sunday, 9th August 2026, at his home in Washington, Virginia. A small town nestled in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. He was 84. According to Rappahannock County Sheriff Connie Compton, who confirmed his death, Jones suffered a massive heart attack at home. Reports indicated he'd been resting in his favorite chair, simply waiting for the Atlanta Braves game against the Yankees to begin. An ordinary, peaceful moment that gave no warning of what was about to happen. It was Alma Viator, Ben's wife, who shared the news publicly, posting directly to Facebook in words that were plain, unguarded, and deeply personal. She wrote that Ben had passed from a massive heart attack, describing the ordinary scene of his final afternoon exactly as it happened, that he'd been home, resting comfortably in his favorite chair, simply waiting for the Braves to come on and, in her own words, whoop the Yankees. It's a small human detail, but a telling one. Even in the depths of grief, Alma chose to remember her husband in a moment of complete contentment. She went on to write about the depth of her own loss directly, saying simply that she'd lost the love of her life. She described Ben as someone who had lived an amazing, rich, and full life, a life loved by so many people in so many different corners of the world he'd touched, from Hollywood to the halls of Congress to the small Virginia town they called home. Alma and Ben's life together extended well beyond their marriage. The two built something of a shared legacy around Ben's most famous role. In 1999, the couple moved to Virginia and opened Cooter's, a museum and shop devoted to the Dukes of Hazzard, which they eventually expanded to 3 locations across Nashville, Pigeon Forge, and their home state of Virginia. Together, they spent decades organizing fan gatherings and cast reunion events, with Alma standing alongside Ben at countless appearances over the years. Welcoming fans who'd grown up watching Cooter Davenport help the Duke boys outrun trouble every week. That kind of long, visible partnership makes Alma's public tribute feel less like a formal statement and more like exactly what it was, a wife speaking honestly and openly about the man she'd spent her life alongside. Alma's tribute quickly became just one voice among many. Fellow Dukes of Hazzard castmate Tom Wopat, who played Luke Duke, paid his own tribute, writing that the show had lost another integral part of its cast and calling Jones a fine friend and a fierce advocate for the best of the entertainment business. Fans, too, responded to Alma's post in large numbers, sharing their own memories of meeting Ben at conventions, car shows, and the Cooter stores he and Alma had built together, many specifically noting how warm and genuine both of them had always been in person. Alma Viator didn't need elaborate language to honor her husband. She simply told the truth, plainly and completely, describing an ordinary Sunday afternoon, an extraordinary life, and a love she clearly isn't ready to stop speaking about in the present tense. Sometimes the most powerful tributes are the simplest ones. Alma's words about Ben Jones, a good man, resting in his favorite chair, waiting for his team to play, will likely stay with fans far longer than any formal statement ever could have. If this tribute moved you, share your own memories of Ben Jones in the comments, and subscribe for more heartfelt stories from the golden age of television.